Hey guys, what's going on? Megan here. How to get back in the gym after a long break. So if you're in my situation or you were in my situation, here are 3 things that I believe you should do before you get back in the gym after a long break. Don't just get right back into it, right? So don't, I know the excitement could be high. You could say, hey, I lost a lot of strength, I lost a lot of size, I put on a lot of weight, and I'm just trying to get back in as soon as possible. No, you're gonna run into injuries. So the best way to actually go about it is, number one, focus on just taking at least 4 weeks, right? Not 3, not 2, at least 4 weeks, where it's kind of like a primer month, right? Where you try to literally see where you are relative to your former self, right? So number one, try to figure out, do you have any huge changes in your hormone levels, right? So get some blood work done, right? Get some blood work done. Nothing extreme, just something minor, just to see if anything changed. Because if your break was longer than 6 months, a year, sometimes even 3 months, a lot of stuff could have happened to your hormone levels, right? Especially if you were really stressed out, or I don't know, something unexpected happens, or something huge happens, or even an injury, right? So try to figure out what happened to your hormone levels, what happened to your blood work, right? Because again, if you were not training for that long, especially if you used to train a lot and then you just stopped cold turkey, chances are a lot of stuff changed in your whole metabolic profile. So try to get tested again for your insulin levels, your pretty much to make sure that your glucose tolerance is fine, your glucose sensitivity is fine, your leptin, your testosterone, of course, your thyroid, T3 and T4, your cortisol levels, just the basic stuff, right? Luteinizing hormone, GnRH, just to make sure that everything is ready to hop back into a workout program. Why? Because you don't want to hop back into a workout program or a training program if you've accumulated unknown issues throughout the layoff, right? Because then you're gonna think that something is wrong with your workout program, and really it's just that no, your hormones are fucked up. You got to fix that first. And you guys know I'm big on hormones, right? You got to optimize your hormones before you optimize your training. Else you're just stabbing yourself in the foot, right? If your cortisol levels are super high, your T levels are down, and you're insulin resistant, then why are you bulking, or why are you even trying to cut, or why are you trying to go on a huge deficit, or you're trying to lift weights? You're gonna get mixed results, and it's gonna lead to you just program hopping. Are you gonna be like, oh, maybe this program is not for me, or maybe I have to change this exercise? No, your hormones control everything, guys. So if your hormones are out of whack, your program is not gonna be optimal. It doesn't matter what you're doing. So that's number one, get some blood work done. Number two, try to figure out what your new maintenance calories are. And that's a huge thing that people overlook. If you took a long break, I can guarantee you, chances are your TDE went down, right? Your total daily energy expenditure probably went down, right? By a significant amount, especially if you took a long break and there's a huge change in your activity level. So let's say you took a break and you probably quit your job, or you moved to a different part of town where you don't move as much, or you're using a different form of transportation. Maybe you drive more instead of walking to the bus, whatever. Chances are your NEAT change, right? Your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So make sure that you take at least 1 week within that 4-week period where you try to figure out what your new maintenance calories are. Just 1 week, right? Pick a number. So let's say you used to eat 3,000 calories, and pick 2,500. And for that week, just eat 2,500 calories every single day. Make sure your macros obviously optimized, and see what happens at the end of the week. If at the end of the week you gain weight and you realize, holy shit, 3,000 is no longer my maintenance, or if at the end of the week you realize that on 2,500 you actually lost a ton of weight, then maybe your activity level didn't change as much. Maybe it's still high, so maybe you can actually go back to what you used to eat before. So definitely take a week to focus on figuring out what your new maintenance is. Don't hop back in the gym thinking, hey, I'm just gonna eat the way I used to eat before, and everything's gonna be just fine. No, chances are you're gonna gain a lot of weight or lose a lot of weight. So that's number two. And number three, take care of your injuries. Again, during that week where you're gonna try to figure out what your new maintenance calories are, go in the gym, and whatever exercises you're gonna be working on, try to figure out where your strength levels are. Obviously, they're gonna be lower, but just try to figure out where your strength levels are. Don't just get back into the gym and say, hey, I'm ready to work out and put on some muscle. No, figure out, hey, is my form right? Has my injuries gotten worse or better, right? For some people, their injuries actually get better after taking a break, and whereas for some, like myself, they actually get worse. Yeah, try to figure out where you are as far as your injuries are. Those 3 things put together are gonna help you pick the right program for you moving forward, right? So that first month back in the gym is just a trial period, right? You're waiting for your blood work to come back in, right? To make sure that you can pick the right diet based on your blood work. Meaning, for example, if you find out that, holy shit, your insulin sensitivity is trash now, well, try not to go on a high carb diet, right? Or if your levels come back and you realize your testosterone levels are, fucking shit, don't try to go on a fucking cut, right? If you come back and you realize your testosterone levels went from 800 to fucking, I don't know, like 200 nanograms per, DL, so don't try to go on the cut because it's just gonna make things worse. So yeah, so that's number one. Wait for your hormone levels to come back during that period. And while you're waiting for the results to come back, make sure that you use that 1 week period where you just try to figure out where your maintenance calories are and where your strength levels are in the gym. And at the end of that 4 week period, you'll be able to pick the right program for you, because by that time you have your blood work, you see if your injuries are gone or worse, and you also know what your new maintenance calories are to decide if you should, how you should optimize your macros. Right? So I hope that helps. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now. I already did step one, right? Blood work results came in when I went back. So that's the first thing. The second thing was the whole maintenance thing. My maintenance calories are obviously so much lower than they used to be. Because again, I'm no longer in school, not moving as much, not training, right? I wasn't doing Nucleus Overload during the break. So obviously not training every day, not doing full body workouts, not walking in and out and doing all these million things. Obviously that lowered my NEAT a lot. So yeah, that's it. I hope this helps. Again, thanks a lot for liking the videos, and see you in the comment section.